Hi, this is Enthusiastic Steve, and I've discovered a very cost-effective, simple gadget for the amateur CB ham operator's shack. A brilliant little object. I don't know how got by without using one up until now, but it's absolutely useful as anything and cheap. Now, in your Radio Shack, you may already be using something like this, a puck, a cookie. So what is a puck or a cookie? I hear some of you say. Now, if you've not seen one of these before, they're probably about 75 millimeters, 3 inches in old money across, roughly, about an inch in thickness, made of like a plastic resin material generally, and they normally have a rubber friction type pad on the top. Now, these things can be used to steady projects in the workshop or basically on the bench, can be used to support a radio and used in many hobbies. A quick search on the old internet will bring up some marketplaces selling these little pucks or cookies, and there's a few different brand names out there, but the common one is this like an orange one with the black friction top. These are used extensively by service engineers, and this gives me a chance to give a quick shout out to UKFM CB Radio Servicing. Also has a YouTube channel. Fantastic guy, fantastic channel. He does servicing on many UKFM and AM CB radios. He uses one a lot in these videos, as you can see in the picture. A very useful tool. Now, if you're like me, no, not tight, that's not the word, looking for a bargain and you don't want to spend a lot of money to buy one of these pucks or these cookies, I've found an alternative. I began by using these. Do you recognise them? They are just plastic transparent coasters, but lovely little size and useful for propping up underneath radios. With many radios having their speakers underneath their body, these little plastic coasters are absolutely ideal to prop up and support a radio to allow the sound to come out of the speaker correctly. A very cost-effective way of doing it. Now, unfortunately, they do have a little downside as such. On a positive, they are cheap, but unfortunately, they are a little bit slippery, which can cause the radio to slip if you don't set them up correctly. But I found a way around this. For just a few pennies more, you can buy the identical coaster, but with a felt pad on the top. And these work very well indeed. Here you can see them underneath my old Amstrad radio, and it supports it really well. But hang on, that's not my cost-effective budget item. No. I can go better than that. Allow me to introduce you to the rubber door wedge. Not just for doors. These are not only ultra sticky, produce a lot of grip. They're low profile and produce a nice steady angle for any radio and holds them really securely. A really useful gadget for the Radio Shack. Now, I bought mine here in the UK at a B&M store, but other stores sell them, hardware stores or off the internet. Little packs of 3, and yeah, what can I say? Very cheap and very useful. Here you can see my amateur radio 2m77's transceiver sitting atop my HF transceiver, and then I use the wedges to give it some support. It holds it securely, brings the screen up, makes it a lot easier to read. As some of you may be aware, I tend to collect old UKFM CB 11-meter radios just for nostalgia. Here's my one here, sat atop my 4-meter Ascom, and here it is with the supports underneath it to allow the speaker to sound out nicely. And I say I am enthusiastic about radios. I do not confess to be any expert as far as the electronics are concerned, but I'm learning all the time. So I've been doing my own servicing and repairs, trying to get these old UKFM radios back on air. And again, these wedges are fantastic on a servicing mat. Really useful. And here is another amateur radio set, an Ascom 4 meters, 70 megahertz, what we use here in the UK. And again, lovely solid feet, makes it really secure. And here I've got a President McKinley, yes, a 11-meter CB radio, but it does 10 meters, and in this case it's on 10 meters, going for a transverter, using it on a sideband net on 4 meters. and again being housed securely on the bench by these rubber door wedges. What a gadget. So there you go, a little useful radio tip. Very cheap rubber door wedges. Utilise them in your Radio Shack, in your workshop, or wherever, and they can hold the door open as well, especially in the hot weather. Absolutely brilliant. There you go. And just before I disappear, I just want a little tribute to our local emporium, which has just recently moved, unfortunately, away from Portsmouth area. Nevada Radio. They're still going. They're still trading, but they've now moved up towards Milton Keynes, and I've been shopping with them now for 40 or maybe 50 years actually, and they've been based down here in locations around Portsmouth. I just want to say thank you to all the staff, and I wish everybody well. Thank you for watching, and again, please, if you like the video or all my other many videos, have a little browse through them. Please press the like buttons or click the subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. A lot of people think subscribe, you got to pay money. No, you don't. It just means you get notification when I bring a video out. And there's something for everybody. Amateur, CB, scanners, SDR, the lot. So thank you very much for watching. Check out the other videos. I'll say 73s to the next time. This has been Enthusiastic Steve.